As we bring you back here into the studio now, I've got Dayron Rodriguez, the owner of Rodriguez Cleaning and Restoration, joining us here today. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me back. Pleasure.
This is important stuff to get into, so let's talk causes first. Some of the most common causes of water damage that not only homeowners but businesses could face right here in Louisville.
Well, first of all, with the winter, we should be careful, all of us that live in houses with the freezing temperatures, because we can see some of those water lines getting frozen and then eventually cracking up. Also some appliances leaking. I see that very often since we got old and new homes here in Louisville. And then sub pump failures. If we get a lot of rain, today it's raining, we want to make sure that those sub pumps are pumping that water out. Those are the most common issues that we see often here in Louisville.
When we're talking about addressing water damage, I know that it's something that is really critical that you address that right away. Got to get on it quick. So what steps should someone take immediately after you notice I've got a problem?
Well, number one is safety. We want to make sure water's not getting to any electrical components in the home or any outlets. Cut off that electricity. Number two, make sure you know where the shut-off water valve is. You cut off all the water coming in. Hopefully you can take care of that. And then if you have a malfunctioning on an appliances, call a plumber to make sure no water is coming in. Preventing all that will help companies like us before we get there to reduce the damage.
Yeah, you guys are great at this. A perfect segue here, because Rodriguez Services, you all really stand out when it comes to water damage restoration. So if you wanted to explain to people, okay, how do we stand out? What would you like them to know?
Well, number one, we offer 24/7 services. We come in and extract water, any amount of water, from clean water to sewer. Number two, all our technicians are IICRC certified, which means we're held to the highest standards in the industry. We can come in with thermal cameras to find all that hidden water that most of the time we don't see, that it can seep into the walls. From there, we create a plan to dry everything, extract all the water, prevent mold from growing in your home. And also we are in their preferred vendor list for most insurance companies, which means we can bill them directly. We can help you with the whole process. We understand and we're trained to speak the same language your insurance companies they use. That way the whole process is smooth for you and you don't have to deal with how do I file the claim, what to expect next, how is the whole process. We help you from the beginning to the end, and if you need extra help with the rebuilding, fixing whatever is damaged, we can help you with that as well.
Taking another headache off of the homeowner's shoulders there. Okay, well, I want to talk a bit. You mentioned mold there. I know there are long-term risks of untreated water damage, mold being one of them, structural issues as well. Why is this, in the long term, something we do not want to sit and wait on?
Well, number one is mold. If we have between 24 hours to 48 hours for mold to start growing, you want to take action right away. That way you don't have to deal with mold. People with allergy situations, immune system issues, they will get sick from that. Then if we don't treat it right away, that water will seep into the structure, the walls, the flooring, and everything can be damaged if it's not properly dry, disinfected, and taken care of.
We were looking at some before and after pictures there, some of the work that you guys have done. So for people, if this happens over the holidays, and we know that a lot of people are traveling and maybe you're coming home to an issue, what does the process look like from start to finish if we pick up the phone, call the company and say, I need some help?
Number one, call right away. Don't wait. Don't try to do it yourself, because it's going to be a lot of headaches for you. When you call, we come out, assess the damage. We come in with our thermal cameras, find all the water, where did it go, and then from that point we give you an estimate. That way you know the cost. Is this below my deductible? Do I have coverage or not? If you want to file the claim with your insurance company, we help you with the process from the beginning, set up all the drying equipment. We keep an eye on the whole process to make sure it's drying, make sure you don't have any mold. We keep everything safe for you, and then we finish the process with your insurance company, the payment, the money, and then if you need help with the repairs, we can help you. It's a long process. From the beginning to the end, you may, on the drying part, 3 to 4 days, up to 5, then rebuild between 1 to 3 weeks. As long as you are patient and you are open to listen and learn, the whole process is easy and smooth.
You were talking a bit about some of the things that we can do if we notice that there is water damage and it's really evident. Is there anything we should do as home or business owners to maybe check certain areas that maybe it's not right in front of your face, right? But we want to make sure, okay, maybe I should check every now and again certain areas, whether it's in a basement or around a bathroom, to make sure that I'm not developing a leak?
Yes. First of all, that's a great question. Number one, make sure your heat is running during the winter. Open those vents, let hot air come into your basement in all the rooms. The cabinets, open them up because you got water lines in there and we want heat to get there. Number two, another is simple, the sub pump. Make sure it's plugged, that it's working. Put a bucket of water there. Call your plumber to make sure that it's running. Another one, call your insurance company and make sure that you have coverage for water damage, for water backup. Sometimes we don't know that we don't have it. And the insurance company wants to help us as long as we're communicating with them and asking questions. And if you see a small leak on any piece of furniture, appliances or a pipe, call your plumber right away. Don't think, oh, it's going to get better, I have time, because you may not have the time.
Oh, wow.
And then when it busted, water's all over, and then you are in trouble.
30 seconds left. Last thing I would ask you, anything people should do if you're leaving the home for the holidays? And then, of course, best way if we need your services to get in touch.
Number one, don't turn off the heat. Keep it running. And if you have the emergency, give us a call, and we can come in and help you from the beginning to the end.
We've got the contact information for Rodriguez Cleaning and Restoration right there on your screen. Dayron and the guys will make sure to take care of you if you have any of these issues that we discussed during the show today, during the holiday season and all year round. Good to see you as always.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for the tips. I know a lot of us can use it.
Yes.
All right. Well, stay with us here on Wave Listens Live. We've got 2 more great segments to go. Coming up next, Clarksville Community Schools is here to talk all about the importance of reading for children, and we've got some new initiatives to talk about that will boost reading outcomes for your students.